the most important lift ever in strongman, which is the deadlift, okay? I don't know, has anybody, give me a show of hands on if you've read or seen any of our articles on deadlifting. Okay, so you know that we advocate a round back style deadlifting. You guys aware of this? Okay. We have caught so much shit for that. I mean, it's like we get hate mail every day for that. Like, you know, like people are like threatening to kill our families. Like, fuck you, you know, like, I'm dead, settle down, right? We don't advocate getting hurt. We always advocate getting safe, being safe and all that. But we feel that if you train your body correctly with this style of deadlifting, you're not going to get hurt, okay? And if you look at the biggest deadlifters in the world, Andy Bolton, Konstantin Konstantinos, Vince Irving, on and on, they pull with a round back style deadlift, okay? Now, the minute you say round back, people go, holy crap! You know, they think rounding your lower back, you know, shooting your spine out your ass to the ceiling. It just doesn't work like that, okay? What we're talking about is letting your upper back hang down to keep the bar as close to your body as possible while pulling the deadlift, okay? One of the things that we notice a lot of is CrossFitters, and you've actually been seeing some of my, if you keep up on it, some of my deadlift videos lately where I'm doing clean deadlifts. So I'm wearing all these shoes and I walk up to the bar and I sit down really low like this and I come up and I try to pull, okay? Brandon pointed out yesterday that my clean deadlift is atrocious, which it is. So, but I am trying, okay? A standard deadlift is not a clean. It's not. You shouldn't even be trying to pull it like a clean. It's two totally separate movements, okay? That's why guys can only clean, say, 550 or so and have a 700-pound deadlift. But then some guys go past that to 900 when they start using a different style of deadlifting, okay? And that's what we advocate. We're trying to get the most out of your deadlift, okay? So, again, I want to put this really very clearly. A deadlift is not clean, okay? We run into it all the time. You want to pinch your shoulder blades together. You want to keep a really, really flat back. Look up, low butt. No, you don't. Your deadlift, for most people, with the exception of a few squatting bodies, which nobody in here is, really should be borderline stiff leg deadlift, okay? People freak out about that. Why? There's no way I should do that. Think about it, okay? If I come down here and I get onto a bar and I sit down, what am I basically doing? Anybody? I'm basically squatting out of a hole, okay? So I'm deactivating, or not completely deactivating, but lessening the activation of my hamstrings and glutes, which are a major, major pulling muscle in your deadlift, okay? So what we advocate is not that real low stance, but just a little bit above it, okay? We try to keep the bar as close as possible and keep our hands just outside of our feet, okay? What we also do in some of you notice is when we step up to the bar, we point our toes out significantly more than we would in a clean. What this allows us to do is at the top of our lift, activate our glutes and pull all the way through, okay? Now, here comes the shenanigan part, all right? And if you post videos of round back deadlifts on YouTube, go ahead and prepare your plastic for this, okay? Because everybody's gonna tell you that you suck. But if you're pulling 600, 700, 800 pounds, fuck them, you're way stronger. Okay, that's the end result, right? Okay, so when we step up to the bar, we point our toes out, hands right outside of our feet. Our butt needs to be about 2.5, possibly even 3 inches higher than where you would start your clean from. Most of you know how to do a clean here, right? Okay, so when you start your clean, you're way down here, right? We almost want our butt up here, okay? Nice and high. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to, for lack of a better term, relax our upper back. And we're going to let our upper back and traps hang. So basically all our arms are going to do is, all they're going to do is hold on to the bar, okay? We're going to let the rest of our body do the work. So what this allows to happen is, rather than a flat back where the bar's out here, you let it hang and it's right here, okay? Have you ever heard the term, you know, if you're not bleeding, you're not deadlifting right? Have you ever heard that? okay? You see guys pulling big deadlifts in socks, okay? That's because we want to try to keep it as close to our shins as possible. I have scars from deadlifting, because really, you should be pulling it up your shins. You should, okay? So, if we let that back hang like that, it's going to stay as close to us as it can. And I think everybody in here knows and agrees that the closer a weight can be to your body, the better you're going to be, the more advantageous of a position you're going to be in to move that weight, right? We all agree on it? Give me a nod. Great, okay. All right, sounds good. Okay. Brandon asked me to mention this too. Most CrossFitters don't use straps. So a lot of you guys like the over-under grip. And we do agree with the over-under grip. We think it's a great idea. When you're training for powerlifting, it's a good idea to do because that's how you're going to be in competition. But we advocate the use of straps on a regular basis. Okay? Why? Why, Marshall? I'll tell you why. Basically, think about it this way. If you take out the weak link of your deadlift, which is going to be your grip, okay, your back, your traps, your hamstrings will always be stronger than your grip. If you take out that weak link and you take your deadlift up 50, 60, 70 pounds, how hard is it for you is it going to be to pull it at that point a sub-maximal deadlift? Let's say you're a 500-pound deadlift without straps. With straps, you take your deadlift up to say 550, 570. What happens then? Anybody? 500 becomes nothing. It becomes a sub-maximal pull. It becomes 80, 90% pull. So you're going to be ripping that thing off the floor fast as shit. You're going to be holding on to it for less time. And you're going to complete the lift in a very strong fashion. Okay? How much shit did we catch for this? A lot of shit. We catch a lot of shit for straps, okay? It's not a real deadlift because of straps. No. In a powerlifting competition like you do, no, it wouldn't. We'd get kicked out. In strongman, it's totally legal. You can have straps, okay? In a strongman competition, out of 6 events, you might have 2 that are grip-based with an arm over arm truck pull or a farmer's walk. So in strongman competitions, they remove the grip element just basically see what's as strong as back, okay? Excuse me. So we add straps for a lot of things, and we really do try to tell people, how often would you say we use straps, percentage-wise? Yeah, we use straps, right? Brandon probably uses them 50. I would probably say I use straps 80% of the time, okay? Here we go. Well, then you have a weak deadlift. You have a weak grip. I can still carry like 420 pounds per hand farmer's walk for 80 feet. So my grip exactly hasn't gotten weaker, okay? I just removed it so that my back can get stronger, my hamstrings can get stronger, my whole body can get stronger, and then I work my grips separately, just like I would anything else, okay? So, we add straps a lot. The other thing you can do is, and some of you, I don't know, do you teach the hook grip here? Yeah, okay. So if you're familiar with it, the hook grip is also a good option for deadlifting. The thing about the hook grip though is it's a grip that once it goes, it goes. When you have the over-under or even straps, as it starts to go, you can kind of try to rein it back in. Once that thumb pops, it goes. So for a deadlift, we don't always recommend that because deadlifts can get, once you get to maximum weight, they can start to slow down a lot, okay? So we don't want you getting halfway to the lift and popping out, okay? But if you have that strong of a hook grip, Vince Irving, Misha Kopleta, they both deadlifted 900 plus with a hook grip, which is just manly. So if you have that kind of grip, more power to you. You know, we encourage you to do it, but for us, we just can't hold on that way. Okay? So basically all we do is step up to the bar, toes pointed out. We try to keep a little less than shoulder width stance. Okay? Again, we want to create a nice, good power base. And all we're going to do is just grab right outside of our feet and try to get comfortable. Okay? That's the biggest thing is people get all freaked out on deadlifting. And you've probably seen some more articles where we're like, chill the shit out. Stop getting so amped up about everything all the time. Because the minute you start getting amped up and start all this crap, you're going to bend over that, you're going to get lightheaded, and it's going to suck for you. Okay? Chill out. Step up to the bar, get ready to lift a big weight. Okay? Don't get ready to, you know, blow out blood vessels in your eyes, you know, poop yourself, pee yourself, whatever it may be, get ready to lift a big weight, okay? You don't need to act like a retard to, I've said 2 of the words. Brandon said I wasn't supposed to say gay or retard this entire weekend. I said both of them within like 15 minutes. So my apologies to anybody that's gay or retarded. So, okay, so calm down, okay? Take a big breath and just pull, okay? We also advocate pulling as fast as possible. Now, when you get to a maximum weight deadlift, it's gonna slow down. It is, that's the way it goes. But you should still be attempting to pull as fast as possible, okay? An explosive athlete is a strong athlete. There's no 2 ways about it. And we always advocate trying to pull as much explosion as possible, okay? Brandon is 2 inches taller than me, roughly. 3, he's 3 inches taller than me. We had a measuring contest last night. So for anybody that has Brandon's kind of build, even if you're not 6, 7, or whatever he is, like the guy back here, what's your name?
Peter.
What is it?
Peter.
Peter. All right. Peter. So Peter and Brandon have a similar body type, even though they're not the same height or weight. They kind of have that long, lean body type. Okay, right here too. You and I are a little more similar, things like that. So watch when Brandon deadlifts, it's almost a stiff leg deadlift, okay? He needs to, because of his body type, rely on his big, strong muscles, which are in the hamstrings and glutes, yeah. So watch as he pulls. Okay? See how he's not trying to tighten this part right here? He's just letting this hang. Okay? It's not as though he's relaxed necessarily. Yeah, I know. Does this look super old? I don't know what's crazy it is, right? Like Brandon, but he's not. A lot of people try to teach a deadlift where you're trying to keep this as tight as possible. That's not what we want to do. We want to let it sit so that he stays close to his shins. See? Makes sense? Okay? What we want to do is we want everybody to get some bars. We want you all to pair up. How many bars are we have? 12 bars. So I don't know the math here.
3 to a bar.
Huh?
3 to a bar.
3 to a bar. See? This is why he's the bar.